We're recording. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I know that I am a little bit behind today, but I'm sure many of you are out and about and just super busy today anyways. So I will not be sharing my lovely face today because I am definitely getting over well, started out with allergies. Out of all the places I've ever lived, I've never had such bad allergies as I've had here in Vegas. So the wind has picked up, and now I have nasty, disgusting allergies. So, anyways, no fever, nothing like that, but definitely allergies and congestion. And actually, as I was putting this together, I'm a little bit behind. I was doing it this morning. Um, I came across some interesting information that might help me with these allergies. So, we will find out. Let's talk about basil. Basil is considered the oil of renewal. And remember, that is the emotional side of this essential oil. And I hope all of you got a chance to listen to my Arbor Vitae video because that is where I kind of shared the difference between the physical properties an oil has and the emotional benefits that it can provide as well. So I will be continuing forth. I will not review that information, but if y'all have any questions, please message me, especially when it comes to the emotional benefits and properties of the oils. So, all right. Again, my references are the Modern Essentials book. And if y'all don't have this book, I highly recommend getting it because it has some really interesting science facts behind it. And if you're a nerd like me and like to make sure that you know what you're talking about, the Modern Essentials book will give you that, confidence that these oils really are doing what they are said to be doing. And then I'm also using the Emotions and Essential Oils book. There's a more updated version of this, but I think it simply contains some of our newer oils and products. So if you hear me like sniffing and kind of coughing a little bit, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's talk about the physical attributes of basil. So our basil essential oil comes from the leaf part of the oil. Oops. It is steam distilled, and it is sourced out of the origin of Egypt. And I tried to find a sourcing of basil essential oil video from doTERRA, and it doesn't look like they have one for this oil. But as I go about doing this A to Z training, I will make sure I look for those videos because they're really interesting to look at and listen to find out and see where these oils are sourced from and how they go about it. Okay, let's look at the properties. Okay, basil can be applied neat, and what that simply means is without dilution. So it's not going to be harmful to the skin if you just put it directly on. Again, always with children, I would dilute just for safety purposes and because they have sensitive skin. And of course, if you tend to have sensitive skin, make sure you do a patch test on the back of your hand to see how the oil you react to the oil. And then if you're okay, then I would go about putting it elsewhere. All right. Basil, it's highly antibacterial, anti-infectious. It is a decongestant. Look at that, guys. I didn't know this whole time, so I'm going to try to use some basil oil today. See if it can help me with this nasty congestion. And then it's anti-cauteral, which means it helps with the inflammation of the mucous membrane. Again, this congestion. in one of the airways or cavities of the body, usually with reference to the throat and paranasal sinuses. So I'm going to be giving this oil a little try today. It was used anciently for respiratory problems, digestive and kidney health, epilepsy, you guys, insect and snake bites, and fevers. So if y'all get some poisonous bites, I'm wondering, also, I'll have to use it in the wonderful summer season when mosquitoes come out. But I'm curious if this would be a good oil for mosquito bites, ant bites, things like that. So give it a try, you guys, if you come across those issues. And then for fevers. For fevers, I imagine it's similar to peppermint, where you would apply it to the spine to help break your fever. It's also commonly used today for ear discomfort, chronic fatigue, mouth ulcers, and I can attest to the mouth ulcers. One day I had one on my lip and I could not get rid of it. It's so annoying. And so I just put a drop of basil. Mind you, it burnt a bit, but then it was gone in like 2 seconds. So yeah, if y'all get those mouth ulcers that are so freaking annoying, just add a drop of basil and you'll be good. Don't even add a drop, just rub your finger on the top of the basil bottle and put a little bit on your lip. That should be plenty. All right, and then good for ovarian health and much, much more, guys. I mean, again, if you look at the Modern Essentials book, there's so many things that are mentioned that you could try and use this oil for. In my attempt to be compliant in my words, it is hard to say that it's hard to share some of the information. But you could use them for muscle fatigue and spasms, mental fatigue, let's see, abdominal cramping, discomfort. So there's a bunch of things you can use basil for. And I thought it would be interesting for you to know that it blends well with bergamot, cypress, white fir, geranium, helichrysum, lavender, lemongrass, marjoram, peppermint, and wintergreen. So when you're diffusing your oils and you're like, oh, what should I add with lavender? Basil might be a good one to diffuse with it. Also for that antibacterial component. So, all right, some of the basil research I thought was interesting. There was one about bronchitis. In patients with bronchitis, oils, rosemary, basil, fir, so any of your fir oils, Douglas fir, white fir, Siberian fir, and eucalyptus were shown to have an antioxidant effect. Okay, also found to strongly inhibit several multi-drug resistant bacteria. So these bacteria that have become resistant to drugs, this oil has shown to be able to strongly inhibit. In research on breast cancer, found to inhibit the growth of MCF7 cells, which is just a cell that is related to breast cancer, and possess antioxidant activity and protect against DNA, sorry, I think I left out a word, DNA damage. And there's so much more. Again, there's just so much research that has gone into these oils, again, and if you get the Modern Essentials book, it has the references of those researched studies, which is really awesome. All right, let's look at the emotional health. The oil, it is the oil of renewal. So it helps improve the moods when we're feeling fatigued or have low energy, we're feeling overwhelmed, or we're having difficulty coping with life's stressors. Again, let's see. It brings rejuvenation after long periods of burnout and exhaustion. So a lot of the times I feel like this can be related to working a lot of hours, which is what a lot of the women and men do in my current workplace. We just work a lot. Or it can be due to like, say you're exercising and you're just totally burnt out and exhausted. This could be a good one to refer to. Or if you have, it's another one I was thinking of. Sorry, my brain went dead. Okay, let's just refer to those two examples. Okay, can also strengthen your adrenals to establish natural rhythms of sleep, activity, and rest. So again, if you're an athlete or you work out a lot, your adrenals can be overwhelmed by constantly being in a state of like fight or flight mode. So this will help you more get to that homeostasis that you need for sleep, activity, and rest. Okay, counteracts negative emotions of anxiety, weariness, overwhelm, feeling drained or exhausted, and even negative habits. And I didn't go into this, but apparently basil can be really good for overcoming some more like addictive patterns of behaviors. Or I'm actually going to try this one for caffeine, which I struggle with. I love my caffeine. I have to have it every day, and I'm sure many of you are very similar. But it's not my choice. My caffeine choices are not very healthy and have caused me to gain unwanted weight. So, um, so I'm gonna try to back up and try to use some oils to help me to overcome that desire to have that caffeine. So, anyways, positive properties helps you to feel energized, renewed, rejuvenated, rested, and strengthened. Um, I have become somewhat of a yoga, just what is it? I don't even know the word I'm thinking. I'm so tired to tell you guys. Um, I've really enjoyed learning about yoga lately. I'm still a novice at this, but I was looking this up and I have a chakra chart that says that basil helps with the root chakra. So you apply it to the location, the base of your spine, um, and there are specific yoga poses that help with the different chakras. And this forward bend is one of them. So as you're doing yoga and you're like, you need a little uplift with your root chakra, I would add some basil essential oil to help support this chakra. So, all right, you guys, that's it. I am super grateful to have you guys listening to this recording and hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Message me if you have any questions. Talk to y'all later.